Hello. Welcome to this video on my opinions on the aspects of PUBG right now. It being like almost been about a week out since its release on or early access. It's a game preview area on Xbox. Now the thing is, I think some people are getting too negative about this game, like it's more broken than it actually is. Not to say that it's not broken, but I think people are still forgetting, what early access means, what the game preview is. But that's, like I said, not to say it doesn't have its flaws. Now, the flaws, I don't know how to best say if this be like the top, from 1 to whatever. I'm just going to give out what the issues are that they need to fix. I give my opinion somewhat overall here in the end. Number 1, crashes. They need to fucking stop the game crashing, dude. There is a big issue there. Seriously. The fact that the game crashes. Sorry, there's something in my teeth. It's bugging the fuck out of me. I can see it on the camera. I'm sorry. There. Got it. But yeah, the game needs to not crash, dude. Seriously, fix your game from crashing. Number 2, well, not really number 2, just next one is lag. They need to stop this thing from lagging as bad as it is. Seriously, there was like a joke person made that's pretty much true. What's PUBG's favorite band? Rubber band. Because seriously, you rubber banded that game so much, dude. And a lot of these, are game breaking, get you killed in the game because it's a first person, 1 versus 99 or whatever group you want to be in. 2 versus everybody else, 4 versus everybody else. Seriously, they need to fix the crashing and the lag because that will really screw up your game. There's just like the frame rate, they need to improve that. The rendering needs to be improved. There's something I'm not sure what happens. I think it happens with crashes afterwards. If no more crashes, this would be good. But there's a thing where friend came back and on a game of duos, and I came back also today on a game of solos. Where after crashing, I was in a vehicle. It crashed. It was like the game crashed. I came back and I got in it. And it's like it's moving slower than it should. Like I'm holding on to the brake, but I'm not, or like it's tearing into the ground or something. Like it's not working the way it should. So that needs to be addressed. There's this thing that happens when you're in the middle of a gunfight. You're being either shot at or you're shooting stuff. Gun play is happening. Whereas like I'm not sure how to best describe it, but the screen, it's like the image that you're seeing itself tilts. Like it's not your actual camera that tilts, it's like the whole image tilts for some reason. It's like the oddest thing. Seriously, that itself needs to be fixed. A few gripes that I have, at least, that are one that I think needs to be looked at in the aspects of solo is you need to do something about vehicles more and more towards the end, because there's like a lot of times here in the end I've had it where it's like I just placed 5th place in this last game I played, and everybody else that was alive was driving around. Seriously, the last 4 people were driving around. I could hear it. They were driving around. That's happened many times in games where it's just like half the people in this like small circle are just driving around, not doing anything but driving around. Seriously, that's not the aspect of the gameplay that's supposed to be working here. Seriously, I know vehicles need to have a component here, but they need to do something as the game progresses in each match. There shouldn't be what I call a Mad Max hellhole, shithole in the end where like half the people are doing nothing but driving. They don't get out at any point, they do anything else, they just drive around. You get my fucking point here? Seriously, when you're trying to go from cover to cover, worrying about not just mentioning gunfire, but a shit ton of people and vehicles trying to run your ass over, it's annoying as shit. They need to do something where it's like over the time of the game, over the progression of each game, as the circles get smaller and smaller, the vehicles need to like do like they take more damage and they use up more gas or something in some way where they become less and less viable as the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I understand in like the first, second, and kind of maybe third that you need these vehicles, but as the circle gets smaller after that, vehicles shouldn't be such of a major gameplay as they are right now on Xbox. I'm not sure if they were like how bad it is on PC, but seriously, the fact at the end where half the people are like, there's 10 people left and half of them are just driving around in circles and vehicles not doing shit but that, I don't think that was planned for the game, dude. I think, seriously, when you come to Xbox, and I'm sure this probably happened to a lot of PCs, it's probably become less of a thing, but seriously, vehicles need to have, like, as field, take more damage, run through gas a lot quicker, you know, something, because it's stupid that I have to worry about so many vehicles at the end. There should be more people on the ground than in vehicles when you're in the 4th or 5th circle. Seriously. If you don't believe me, go to my highlight reel as I'm going to have on PUBG here in the next 2 days. I'm going to, like, take at least all day tomorrow to edit all video of PUBG. But you're going to see, like, seriously, here at the end of the video where I'm trying to go. I'm getting a kill on one person as the storm's coming in. But you can just hear, like, 3, 4 of the vehicles just driving around because that's all they can fucking do. Seriously. It's so stupid and annoying that in the end here, you just have so many people in vehicles. Seriously, how are you that pathetic you can't get out and shoot? Seriously, I grab a vehicle that I go from, you know, circle to circle to circle, but for the most part, I don't stay in that vehicle as much as possible. I try to get out and, you know, shoot people. Play the game as it was intended to play. I'm not some asshole who does nothing but drive around. I bet these are the fuckers who land immediately, grab a vehicle, and stay in it into the end. Or to, you know, their end. But seriously, it's so stupid I have to worry about so many vehicles in the 5th fucking circle. Because I think that's what that was, the 5th fucking circle. Because it was like, I was taking so much massive damage. There's like 10, I think, points of damage at the end there. So I'm assuming that was the 5th circle. Fuck. Yeah, that's an issue. The other shit, I know it's something that can't be done because of what it is. But I feel that, you know, in the beginning, they made this map too fucking big. And Miramar is supposed to be bigger than that, dude. Seriously. The fact, I mean, I can understand why PUBG works the way it does and how small it is because it doesn't have vehicles. But I still feel that I'm not PUBG yet. Fucking Fortnite. I understand why Fortnite's map is as small as it is because there's no vehicles to travel around in. But with PUBG, I still feel that the map was just a bit too big. Not saying it's like it should have been shrunk down to the size of Fortnite, no, but it feels way too big. Like it could have not cut in half, but like at least say 20% of it is pointless because it's just nothing but open space, dude. It's kind of the same thing that like Fortnite has. Like they're realizing, you know, there's like too much open space there. Here, there's still is like way too much open space, and I'm not just talking about space that actually has rocks and trees and stuff. I'm talking about just like open fields of nothing. Seriously, it was just too much space. They could have condensed it just a bit more. I think before they put out the game. This is just my opinion at this point. This part, it's just I felt like they made this map just a bit too big. Now on the end here, I think it's a good game. But one thing I would say that I've been hearing a lot about Brandon Green, aka PlayerUnknown, the guy about this. That dumb cunt needs to shut the fuck up about saying, you know, all this shit about like fucking clones and other shit and talking about fucking Fortnite itself, dude. Like seriously, dude. You put out this broken ass pretty much game, dude, on Xbox, seriously, and you charge people for this, dude, seriously. And Fortnite is quite polished. Very few times have I ever crashed in that game overall since it came out. Very few times in the game itself overall. Like I've probably crashed 5 times in total since Fortnite's Battle Royale mode came out. I crashed 5 times in general a day at least on PUBG since it came out. Think about that shit, you dumb cunt. Seriously. Brandon Green, you need to shut up about all these clones of a game mode that you did not invent. I mean, a mode in general that you did not invent, because it's called Battle Royale for a reason. It's based off of a fucking movie called Battle Royale, which I'm sure is based off of something else, you know? I'm sure that like they got the idea from something. I'm not sure if they might have came up with it. I don't know. They may have gotten it somewhere else. But seriously, Brandon Green, you're not the fucking inventor of this mode. Seriously. Even if in game form, you're not an inventor of this mode, dude. There's there's videos of it online showing how PUBG was not the original. Brandon Green is not the original inventor of this mode. Hell. Seriously, I mean, the whole even part of like you only have one life has been going on for a long time, like with shit like, you know, that have like search and destroy on it, like in Call of Duty and shit, dude. That's been going on for a long time, dude. Seriously, you may have taken different perspectives and stuff and like did okay with it, but still, you know, dude, do yourself a favor, shut the fuck up, stop complaining, and fix your fucking game, because it's broken as hell right now on Xbox, and I'm pretty sure it's still kind of broken on PC. Because you know, I'm not saying it's like not amazing on PC, but I'm not saying like it's broken as hell on PC like it is on Xbox right now, but it's not probably amazing. But yeah, seriously, PUBG is okay, but it's infuriating how much it crashes and all the other shit, dude. The lag, the fucking... Seriously, what is that thing where it's like, I don't know what it would be called, but like I said, it's like when I'm in the middle of gunfight where either I'm shooting, being shot at, or something, where it's like my screen itself tilts. It's like it's the whole image of what's happening tilts. And one reason I also talked about how big the map is, because like it's just as big as the map is, unlike Fortnite, it's like you cannot get to like spread out as much as possible. But yeah, fix all those issues, the main issues of, you know, crashing, lagging, frame rate, rendering, and for the love of God, do something about the vehicles and solos, because I'm tired of trying to get to the end, and I have to worry about not just fucking people shooting my ass, but also people just driving around non-stop. Seriously, it's the most annoying shit of having to like try and dodge vehicles every fucking second, because that's all that these assholes can do is just drive the fuck around. I was in a fucking game once where there's like a couple of us and there's like 2 vehicles driving around near the end of the circle. I'm taking pop shots at them, and there's one other person near me apparently, because he fucking doesn't shoot at the vehicles at any point in time. He only shoots at me, seriously, because he's more concerned about my ass than the vehicles that are gonna run your ass over, which probably did run his ass over. Seriously. They need to do something about vehicles and solos towards the end. It's annoying how many there are at the end on a lot of these games. Seriously. Brandon Green, do yourself a favor, shut the fuck up, stop complaining about all this other shit, and make your game workable. Make your game a reason for people to go and buy and play. Seriously. So right now, you don't have that major reason. It's a good game, but it needs work. Seriously, it fucking needs work. And not to mention, you just finally put out into the public your second fucking map. You're talking a lot of talk about your game, but it's still, especially on Xbox right now, it needs fucking work.